Zambia Blog Talk Radio.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is Saturday, April the 22nd. Isn't time just flying like that? That's why I am excited about today's show. I just love anniversaries, celebrations, milestones, birthdays, and everything else. Today, I've got a special group of ladies on the show. We'll be talking about the first anniversary of the Insaka talk show. Believe it or not, it's 1 year already. Didn't we just have the ladies here and we were talking about what they'll be doing and those kind of things? But hey, listen, it is 1 year. Tell a friend the Insaka ladies are here. Winnie, Irene, Priska, Nelly. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
Wow, already 1 year?
Yes.
It's already 1 year.
It is.
Oh, wow. Happy anniversary. Good morning. How are you ladies doing?
Good.
We're doing good.
Good morning. Thank you for having us on Zambia Blog Talk Radio. We started with Zambia Blog Talk Radio.
I know you're doing this in the afternoon, but you need to wake up. You need to wake up. All right. It's to have you here and just to reflect on what's happened in the past 1 year. Insaka talk show. Winnie, all right?
I am good. I'm good. I can see it's vibrating, but I'm doing great. I don't know if you can hear me clearly.
You're doing okay? Okay.
Yes.
Miss Irene, everything good? How was the vacation?
The vacation was awesome. I wish you guys came with me.
Next time.
It wasn't going to be fun if we came along with you. Nelly, how's everything going? Everything good?
Everything's good. Thanks for having us on the show.
All right. Priska, I understand you have a meeting today with President Biden.
Yes, I do. I do. I'll be heading to.
Okay.
Thank you for having us on the show. I was saying we
to the White House momentarily when we are done here.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's good. Let's begin the conversation here. I want us to sort of get to learn what has happened behind the scenes when you've been doing this phenomenal broadcast. And we've been enjoying, by the way. I've had great fun watching the shows that you have done over the years. So please share with us, okay, the adjustments that have taken place towards after you had it to your weekly things that you do. Who's going to start first?
I'll go. It's interesting that you ask what is behind this.
Nelly.
Yeah, it's interesting that you ask what happens behind the scene because, you know, I think you and I both know it's crazy. Do we really want to share what happens behind the screen, behind the show, behind the scenes rather? But it can get hectic, you know. You have to shuffle a lot of things on the family side. We are all mothers here, so sometimes we butt heads because somebody was supposed to be on the show, was supposed to be in a meeting, and they couldn't make it because they had other obligations that were more important to them, i.e., family, children, and so, yeah. Priska.
I agree. A lot goes on behind the scenes with women, but we handle it very well. Where we have an issue,
Mm-hmm.
we handle it very well. A lot goes on behind the scenes. I'll leave it there.
Okay. Winnie?
Well, no, we actually we do have
Winnie?
yeah, I can hear. I think we're having like a delay with questioning. Sorry, Basanete. I think maybe it's coming from me or maybe
Yeah,
it's
I
you. I don't
know.
know,
I know. I think
but it's okay.
no, it's on my part. It's on my part. Hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. We do have issues, especially we parents. We are friends. We have other things that we're supposed to do, and we have put the Insaka Talk Show uh part of what we do, part of our life. So of course you're not going to expect perfect, but what one thing I appreciate with the girls, we can go down to the
We're
zero.
ladies. Why do you refer to us as
The
girls?
lady is fine, Miss Biden.
Iwe, tutuwe mlandu pano.
Miss
Biden
Uh,
ba kwa you. Sawa sha.
No, like we
I
handle
like
like we can go
I
to zero and then we can come back to 100. We get the place where we can understand each other at the
Yes.
end of the day. Yeah.
hmm.
I
Okay,
think
Irene.
I'm laughing
is
because
answering the
They
question, but it's
hear me,
okay.
hear me. What, 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 what has happened in your household, not between amongst
Thank you.
yourselves? Asking about your households. What do you say? What does your husband, Irene, what does your son say after you added this to your life?
I think my son knows me very well that I'm a very reserved person. When you know me in person, I'm funny and I'm very interactive.
Uh-huh.
But like around people, I am very shy. I don't express myself so well.
Yes.
But ever since we started this show, he tells me like, "Oh my God, mom, you are shining or you're bright," because I put on a little bit more makeup, and I put on a little bit more of things that I don't wear all the time. So he has noticed the change. He
Mm-hmm.
has noticed that I'm a little bit more brighter than I was before.
Okay.
And yeah, and for him, I think he's now interested in the Insaka talk show. Like, he's the one who connects everything. Not that I don't know how to do it, but he makes a mask that he connects everything
Yes.
the 30 minutes before I start. So which is good because it's part of the show.
Okay, that's good.
That's
That's
great.
good.
And there's
That
nothing wrong if
that
you
makes
don't
it
know.
interesting.
Yeah, of course. I'm the first one to say if I don't know, I'll blow your phones and say, "Hey, I can't do this." I'm not trying to say it.
Yeah, that's interesting because I think I've told you ladies many times how many times I bother Natasha and Luito about stuff
Mhm.
like this, and you know the way kids do it, right? I'm sure probably
Yeah.
does this to you. They take the phone out of your hand, do it, and they give it back to you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, something like that. That's the way these kids behave. So, conversations are you having with, let me start with Nelly. What conversations are you having with Tony about this?
Do we really want to know? Yeah, I mean, to be candid, it
Yes,
was
we do. That's why we are here.
it was like, hey, this is taking too much of your time. You are in the association, you have a full-time job, you have a business, you're a mother, you're a wife, and now you've added Insaka Talk Show. I feel like it's taking time away from us, from the relationship. So you need to pick which one you're gonna drop.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Okay.
But
Ah.
that's expected though.
Now you sound like you are Insaka talk show ladies because these are some of the issues you deal with on the show, right? Okay,
Yes.
Winnie, what sort of conversations are going on in the
So in my household, I have a 14-year-old and I have a 7 years old, and I'm dating. I'm in a relationship, and I go to church.
Hmm.
So Instant Talk Show happens on Sunday. I have to rush, go to
Okay.
church. I have to rush coming home. I didn't even know my son was seeing all this stuff. So they, for instance, he told me the other day, he's like, "Why do we have to leave church before we finish praying? Like they usually send you off with a prayer after you close." Because I'm rushing to be here in Insaka. And then my boyfriend told me,
Yeah.
it's great, I watch the sports on Sunday. So he gets to be in the living room. My daughter and my son, they're in the room. So of course there's that. So now I did tell them, like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to make it time. So it's up to me to make it time. Insaka is part of me, and I'm going to try to make sure when I'm not with Insaka, I'm going to be with you guys. So we did plan how we're going to
Hmm.
be doing days and time. And I think from now, being a second year, I think we're going to work well, because now I'm going to know if I'm doing Insaka, it's that hour on Sunday, and if it's another day that we're going to prep. So that way I don't take most of the time. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Mrs. Chirwa.
My husband is very supportive of the show. If he doesn't get to watch, as a matter of fact, he's like our critic. If he doesn't watch it, he will watch it and say, "You should have done
Yeah.
this, you can do this, you can do better." And his thing is like, you're 1 year in, you need to just go in and nail it and do better. My daughter, she will help me with my
Hmm.
wardrobe, like, oh, do your makeup like this, do your wear your hair like this. The only thing they hate is when it's 2 o'clock, nobody comes downstairs because I changed where I film from. So I send a message, I'm filming, get whatever you want to get. That's the only thing that they hate. And when
Ah.
I see them come downstairs, I look at them like, and they know. Other than that, except that it has taken time from me, my church ends at 1. So I literally have to rush, but not really that bad. I'm enjoying it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it. All right. You see, the reason I'm doing this is, in my experience after doing this for many years, I want the people watching to see how much this affects your life and your family.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's not just Nelly. So when you're on the show, we are basically dealing with the whole Bartholomew clan. I want the people
Mm-hmm.
watching this to understand that. You first started, let's talk about this. When you first started, you were on Friday night, right? If I remember very well.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Actually,
then
we
you
were not
went
doing live
to,
then.
No, I think when we first advertised, we were supposed to be on Friday night. But when we first aired, I believe it was actually
okay,
Saturday because we changed it. Isn't that right, ladies?
okay.
Or no? Correct
Yeah,
me.
we did. We
It
did.
feels like
Mhm.
such a long time ago.
Yeah.
No, we used to record Friday nights
Mhm.
and then it will air on Sundays. That's when
Sunday.
we're not going live.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, right?
Mhm.
Yes. So
All right, all right. So a lot now you decided to be doing, I know a few times you've done recorded broadcasts, so you decided to be doing live broadcasts, right? How did you get
right.
to that decision?
I think so. Initially, when you record something, and I'm sure anybody that has ever recorded anything, made a TikTok, will attest that we are our own worst critic. So when you record, you feel like you have that
Mm,
option to say, let me delete it. I think I can do better. Let me do it over. And so we found that we were wasting a lot of time,
mm,
going over and saying, let's re-record, let's redo it. And we're like, if we're live, we're live. If we make mistakes, they get the mistakes and we move on from there.
mm, mm. Excellent. Okay.
Also,
Those
um
are some
just
of the
to add
points
on,
that,
oh, sorry. I wanted to add on what Nelly said. It felt better
no,
when
go
we
ahead. Yeah.
interact with we don't call them fans because we feel like we're family. when we interact with our Insaka family, it feels good. And also they can participate in what we are talking about.
And adding on to what Priska is saying, the other thing is us being live, we kind of like our personality comes out a little bit better. So that's where you see like the bickering and the funny stuff because we are actually live, we can see each other as opposed to when we record.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'll add on to that one as well. Yeah, I think it's
like when you
exciting.
talk about your person coming out, like I like what happened when Winnie said girls and Priska said, "Don't call us girls."
Yes, that's what I meant.
I
When you're
like that.
live, somebody is bound to say something
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, Winnie, you wanted to add on?
Yes, I wanted to add on that. It's exciting just knowing you're going to be live and you're done with the show and you move on than recording because you're going to be able to go there and watch yourself. You're like, I don't want this. I don't think people can see this. And then you get confused before you even air it. So it's better live, done, and you move on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm still gonna go back to the family thing. So who in your families watches you religiously? You know, when I say religiously, like watches you religiously, Priska. Let me start with you.
My husband, and friends that have become
Okay.
family. I have Moenia, Liz, Auntie Meryl, a lot. Friends that have become family, yeah.
So,
Okay.
Priska,
So
Vincent,
let's talk
Vincent,
about
can I come in just a second? So Vincent is one of those people.
yes, go.
Like I'm a post, but I'm on film. But
Ah,
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
You will watch
Oh,
and be
really?
like, yes. Like so half of the time, sometimes like he would work overnight. So by the time the show is airing, he'll be sleeping. But he'll wake up and I'll be downstairs. He'll be like, come here. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Come here. This, you should have done this. You should have done this. You can do this. You can do better. I'm like, okay, well, let me get Nelly on the phone. And then he'll be like, you guys, you can, like, he's very hard on us. Very hard.
yeah, true.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad that it's coming from your husband. Okay. So
Yes.
Irene, who watches you religiously?
to me, I think Auntie Rose, my older sister, she's constantly on the show and she'll make comments
Okay.
and she'll say
Uh-huh.
stuff. Yeah. And then I do have a lot of friends and nieces in Zambia that I've acquired over the years that follows us. And I'm grateful.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Your son?
Hey, Katuish Mande, I can't lie. I've made him watch a show with me one like after the show, and then half the time he's on his phone. Okay, are you watching? He says, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
am." You know, he's that kind of a kid who watches a movie and already predicts how the movie is gonna be. I'm like, you know what? You're boring. Go sit down somewhere.
Uh-oh.
You know. So, but at least the other things that I said, he helps me with other things, and like I'm lucky amongst the ladies. You
Okay.
remember they said something to do with family. With me, I don't think I have it so bad because my son is 21.
Yes.
So I don't have to like run around. I'm going to cook. I'm going to take him here like the rest of the ladies. So I'm the lucky one, I guess.
You are.
You have a grown baby.
Yeah.
Mm. All right. So who watches you religiously?
In my household, I think my boyfriend does, but he not all the time. He would turn it on. He would say, "Oh, hi, ladies, I saw you guys," and I watch it, and he turned it on, but he never comments. He says, "I don't know what to say." I'm like, "Just say, ladies, you're looking beautiful." He
Mm.
says, "I'll get there," but he watches. But I do have like my best friend. I call my sister. Mate, Penny, Wupe, and I have just a lot of people that watches. They follow us and they watches. Mhm.
Oh, interesting. All right. Okay. Finally, Nelly, who watches you religiously?
So interestingly, the one person that told me to choose is the one person that watches. I think the ladies will tell you that Tony is always in the
Yes.
comments section, is always
Yeah.
participating. And then in addition to Tony, not to brag, ladies, but I think I
Uh-huh.
have most people that watch. My
That's
family, I think my family really is,
Mhm.
about Zambia, my sisters, Salamata, Nsama, um, they watch almost every time they can catch
Mhm.
us.
Mhm.
My friend Sandra Kuno and my friend Ruth, Ruth Kapansa, Sandra
Ah,
Dorsey, they are
okay.
always watching as well. And of course, Dr. Kasondem Soma also watches quite a lot, which is why he's now going to be, we have something to share about that. But yeah, so I am very grateful for the support that I've received, even from the community. When I do share, our DFW community, most people will be like, oh, just share. We forget sometimes. And when you do share, they send you comments like, hey, we were watching. This was a good topic. They'll give you feedback. So I'm grateful for that.
you
Mm,
should brag. Tony is
okay.
always there. You should
Oh
brag. You have
yes,
the rights to brag.
yes. Tony,
Then
even if we speak Bame, but Tony is gonna understand it and he's gonna say, in my country, this is what we do. You should be doing this. Like it's amazing. We
Oh,
think
yeah.
Yeah,
yes,
it's
yes.
yes,
amazing. It's amazing.
we're grateful.
And not to forget, mom.
Yeah, it's true
Oh yes,
because
your
I'll
mother,
tell you,
yes,
whenever I'm watching
always.
the show, when I get a chance, yeah, there, uh-huh. I see Tony posting there, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's why I want to find out what goes behind the scenes and the stuff like that. So you ladies transitioned from having interview, okay, like I do. I like to have a guest, and I put them on the hot seat, and you transition to dealing with hot issues. How did this transition happen? What made you get to that position?
Um, Initially, that's what it was. When we started Insaka, we thought about we wanted to do something different. We wanted to talk about uncomfortable conversations. And but as we were starting, we wanted to get our
Mm-hmm.
feet wet. So we had guests and people started suggesting topics that they asked us to talk
Yes.
about. So it kind of just seemingly we will still be having guests. Nelly, do you want to add on that?
Yeah, talking about hot topics, like Priska said initially, our mission is to first of all bridge the gap between the Zambians in the diaspora and the Zambians in Zambia, so that there's that connect about what's happening here and
Mm-hmm.
what's happening over there. All right, now that being established, what kind of topics do we want to talk about and what kind of impact do we want to have? We wanted to talk about things that are very uncomfortable, things that people typically shy away from talking about. For example, you know, sexual abuse in men, right? That's something that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Men, especially, don't want to open up about that. Um, so we want to tackle issues that typically wouldn't be addressed in a normal setting. And that's why we created the platform. And that's the direction we want to
Okay.
go.
It,
Irene?
okay.
Yeah, I agree with.
Winnie, let me pick let me pick one subject. Hold on, Irene. Let me pick one subject. Give us some insight of some of the feedback you got when you dealt with rekindling the fire. I think in the marriage, something like that. Was that the topic? What sort of feedback did you get back, Winnie, when your friends watched that show? What did they say to you?
I do have some of my friends. Actually, one of my closest friend, she was going through it at the moment. So for her watching it, she was like, you know what? It's true. I think I overdo it by just walking in my house when my husband is not talking to me. I will just like ignore it. We have two kids. When we go on vacation, we are always nice and cordial. We are happy. But the moment we come back home, it's the same thing. I think I need to change it. I need to view life like how you guys were talking, especially when you came in. But Amalan did it. There was something you said about, you know, when you get married, you're just not landing. You have to go in and explore yourselves. And she says, I think for me, having kids and having the job and him working, we just meet Mkulala, and then that's it. So she now they just left. They went on vacation, just her and her husband. She took that, and I'm so happy. She's an American. So it was a good topic
Okay,
that we need to do
that's
stuff like that.
good. That's very good. Yeah, excellent. Okay, another point. We are not going to move away from this. When you did the one about financial obligations in Congole, I think, Irene, you said something about. Why are you laughing, you two?
You know, like what I showed
You made a point. I want you to. Yeah, I'm reminding you. You see, that's why we are different personalities. Me, I don't forget things. When I hear something, it stays there. I can tell you what Priska said on that show. You'll be surprised. I can tell you word for word. So, Irene, I want you to tell us what what feedback did you get on that show? I can't remember the exact title. You know what I'm talking about? The
Yes,
financial
yes.
obligation one. That one was hot.
Yeah. At least me, the feedback that I got from a lot of people is it was important for us to address that issue because abantu abengi, they take advantage of people that can't say no. You know, like people like me. I think I might just, yeah, give myself an example. I don't Congolese people money. I tell them, I said, look, you want $200? I don't have $200. I'll give you $100. Don't pay me back, because I don't have the energy to start chasing them around. Pelenin Congole and Pelenin Congole. In the end, you hate each other. So I have a disclaimer before I give them. So a lot of people felt exactly the way I felt. Like, you know what? I'd rather say Shikwete than give you, and then I start fighting you over $200. So a lot of people, I think, had the same feeling about it. That was a very good topic. I can tell you that.
Mhm.
Not only that, it reminded you the Congole that you had,
Yeah, it was.
that you forgot
You
about.
were the one who in Congole that I had. Yes, I had in Congole for Nelly. I had Nelly's in Congole, and I totally forgot.
Yeah,
Not that I didn't want to pay.
No,
Immediately after the show. No,
I'm
but
being
I wanted
funny.
to.
She's
But I
being
wanted to
Krista
tell
right
you.
now.
It's true.
She's being
It's true.
Krista. Leave her.
No, but
No, guys,
it
I'm not
reminds
attacking
people.
her.
No,
I'm
no,
just
it's
being
not.
funny.
I
No.
know she's being
So
funny. That's why I said it
for
was
those
nice
of
that she
you
reminded me.
Irene, I'm
for
just
those
being
of
funny because you
you
said
who have never watched the Insaka talk show, let me encourage you. This go the show. You are missing a lot. You need to watch the Insaka talk show. Now let me get to Priska. Priska, on that show, Young Congole, you made some statements that just like you are an American soldier in the Iraqi war, throwing
Yeah,
grenades all over the place. So we want to hear from you. Did you lose any relationships after that? What happened?
not really, because I will ask for the money, and if I don't want to give you, I will not give you. So I think everybody that's close to me by now, they know. But I did remind the Insaka ladies because they owed me money. So right there on the show, I said, you cannot come on this platform and talking about people that don't pay in Congolese when you owe me.
Oh,
Please pay me the money, then we can move forward.
Jesus.
Oh wow. So you did actually, my goodness me, this is very interesting.
and disclaimer, we paid her
All right.
immediately. We paid her
I had to remind you a couple of times.
We
paid, huh?
paid is what settles the whole thing.
Yeah. So why would we come here and tell people, oh, don't
All
owe
right,
people
interesting.
money, you need to pay on Congole when we had in Congole? So we lead by example.
Yeah.
Thanks for calling us out. Anyway, we ended up paying our debts.
Immediately.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Let me say this. Those of you who watch the Insaka talk show, you tune in. There, that's where the real issues take place. Every Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Time, and that's like that's like 19 or 20 hours.
20 hours in Zambia.
20 hours Zambian time. Okay. All right. So these topics are not come up prayer meeting or what? What happens? How do you come up with those topics?
We normally talk about
Did you come up with those topics?
We come up with topics. We can come up with like 6 topics. And then we kind of go through all of them to see which one is eye-catching, which one is going to give our viewers, a learning. Yeah, we only just don't bring a topic just because we like it. We have to bring a topic that viewers are going to learn from it and achieve something. Because remember what we said, we are empowering people. We cannot just bring a show that empowers ourselves and it doesn't empower our viewers. So we have to be mindful all the time when we pick a topic.
That's right.
Because our viewers get something out of it. Either if they are not happy with their lives, they come and watch us and our show is funny. They do a little laugh and they feel good. Maybe it's educational. They learn 1 or 2 things and they run with it. So we have to be mindful all the time.
Excellent. Mary, you wanted to add on?
Yeah, and also at the beginning of the year, when we did our strategic planning for the year, we have a we have a like a vision board, if you will, that we put in topics that we think we want to talk about, right? So we have we were just kind of brainstorming, right? So it's a brainstorming page, and we have money, all right, relationships, sex, friendships, whatever. We threw everything on there. And then week to week, we have to go back there and say, okay, how do we expand on this? Can we make use of this? And sometimes something happens and you're like, this could make a good topic.
Yes.
Like, we should probably talk about this.
Yeah.
Nelly, ladies, I wish people could leave.
There was a time you had that.
Mr. Pastor Nathan, I wanted to say something. I said I wish people could live a day in our lives in the background before we actually come on the show. We always, when we are talking and there's a lot of these things that happen, we say this could make a good show, but we didn't record it. We have those moments almost every time we have a meeting.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. I think we are more fun when we are not on camera.
Exactly.
A lot of behind the scenes. We should do it behind the scenes.
I think what we need to start doing. We need to start doing behind the scene, because there was one that I remember Nelly recorded me. I think I don't know what I was saying. I was busy. I was busy lashing. I don't know what I was saying with everybody else. And gosh, Nelly, I enjoyed. Landana Kabiri, gosh, I record.
Because half of the time we don't know what you're saying, Winnie.
No, but that time I was making sense. Whatever that I was saying to you. I was like, Krista, you are like this and this. And I don't know what I was saying. It was one of those days we're talking about. Yes, it was one of these we're talking about. What do you think about me? What have we done? Friendship. And then it was really nice. I was saying something, and Ned was like, Landana Kabiri. And I was busy repeating the same thing that I was saying. Gosh, Nelly nice to record, but which was very nice because it was like a real. It's real. It's me.
Yeah.
So it's amazing. And you know what, Krista?
Yeah. I'll tell you one of the
I'm saying
Yeah,
I was
go, go,
watching
go.
one of I was watching one of talk shows. I think is London. I don't know. Irene posted there. I think we are very funny, like Priska said. We are very happy ladies, very very happy. We thank God for our lives. We just want to be there and just have fun with our Insaka families. That's all. Entertain, enlighten, and we want to get back the same energy they're
Mm.
giving us at the end of the day. So if you see me speaking my Winnie language, it is what it is.
Hmm.
It you see, I was about to tell you
Chikapo
about
kukuruini
one or two
nachitira
shows that
nomutwe.
you did,
That's it.
which looked
The joy of my strength, the joy of the Lord is my strength. God, Chera, so nachimuke and the joy of the Lord is my strength.
Sorry.
This is 1 hour. I need to
I
get
know,
up.
right? Yeah, welcome to my world of doing the show in the morning. So one of the shows that was like what you are describing, remember when you came to the, and I was so excited to meet you all. I mean, I'm always with Nelly, of
Yes,
course. You ladies at the what's the Oza Independence event.
Yes. Yeah.
That was just exciting. I can't describe how exciting. Following day on Sunday, you did you recorded a show, and you know I was trying to jump into my car to get to the point where you were doing the show and everything else. It just didn't work out. Talk about that. That was fun. I enjoyed watching that. It was like, you know, you were sitting like in a living room. You had all these people around, and you were just having a conversation. How did you craft that, Priska? How did you come up with that? Did you just meet there and say, let's record? What happened?
Actually, what happened was we were cooking, and Auntie Astrida was
Mhm.
cooking, and then we went to call the man to come and eat. So Nelly said, that's not how you call. No, Irene said, come and eat. I think somebody said, no, you have to kneel down. So Nelly said, let me show you how it's done. So she went and knelt like in front of Tony and said,
Whoa.
the food is ready. So Tony responded. She actually said, no, 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 let me show you the right way. Mwala mono fola chita respond jumlume wans. So then Tony responded. We didn't expect him to respond because he's not Zambian. So he responded well. So I said, well, let me go and kneel and call my husband too. And the conversation started. Then we started talking about how career women are humble, should be humble. Like you don't have to always be, oh, because
Yes.
I'm a boss, I'm doing this, I don't have to respect you. I think is that Dr. Mono? Is his name?
No, he's Benson Mono.
Benson Mono started talking about how his director was a woman, but yet she was still humble. Go ahead.
Did you record those moments? Moment when Nelly knelt and you knelt? Did you record that?
I
Yes.
like to record, so I was on the phone. I was like, "This is moment."
Yes, it
Hey,
is on our
Can
YouTube.
you,
I like
before
to
we,
record.
you
It is
recorded
on our
it?
YouTube.
Okay, I'm gonna give
Yes.
you a task, something that I don't do on a live broadcast. Winnie, can you find that video whilst we are talking? Can you find that video whilst we are talking and send it to
I
me?
think we were
I want to
live.
show it here.
I think that
Okay,
one I went live.
my next question as we,
I think that one I went live, so it could have been on that.
uh-huh.
Oh, I think it was live on that one when I was recording Nelly's husband. When I was recording Nelly when she was kneeling down with Nelly and Priska, their husband. Yeah, I think so. But I'll check in the old videos.
Okay,
And,
okay.
and Pastor
I'll
Nathan, before you
find
go to
out.
the
I'll
next,
fish it out.
Pastor Nathan, before you go to the next segment, this is an opportunity for us in Saka ladies to say thank you to Benson Mono, Dr. Chibuye, and Matilda, because we kind of like, they just came into our feed and they were so open. We didn't have to like put a gun to their head like, can you come in our they just became very, very open, and they answered all the questions, and they were actually entertaining because they started saying things that we actually didn't think we were going to talk about. That's how this thing came from the bedroom into the living room. It started
Okay.
in the bedroom.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah. Can
Well,
you imagine?
while you're saying thank you, let me add a few people that were there though. President Kazembe
Oh yeah.
was there. Henry Mazaila was there,
Oh yeah,
as
Henry.
well
Good.
as President Clement Campbell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And Sadiq.
And
And
Sadiq
Sadiq.
really didn't take part.
Yeah.
And Auntie Astrida for cooking us that.
Yeah, it was. Before I don't. Yeah, that was good. I really enjoyed that. Was, impromptu things, they really come out better than expect. One quick
Yeah.
question before we move away from your broadcasting. What was your feedback about the show you did when you went on vacation, Nelly and Priska? Because I know the way I know the way as Zambians are. Did anyone did you follow anything like that?
You know what's one thing that's funny about our people, and I, you
Uh-huh.
know, just putting it out there. Sometimes when you seem like you are having a good time, Abantu, like we said when we're joking about Vincent watching and not saying anything, you get a lot of that. You
Yes.
get a lot of that from our people, where if it's something where you seem like you're having a good time, the comments aren't so forthcoming, you know. And I don't want to assume anything, but all I can say is the comments are not as forthcoming as, you know, yeah. Sometimes you hear my condolences come very fast. And when you're having a good time and somebody says, "Oh, that looks nice. Oh, I would like to try that," you know.
It's like they
It's-
respond
Interesting.
to negative information quickly as to the positive information.
Mhm.
And then what's crazy is even with our community,
Mhm.
you hear a lot of people say, "Oh, by Insaka, I watch you," but not one day do you see them write, "Oh, that topic, congratulations," which is so funny. And the people that are not close to you are the ones that are supporting and rooting you.
Absolutely. That I agree with you.
We wanted to change that narrative, like especially Zambians. We're outside Zambia. We're here. We're a community, so we are family. Like Nelly said, the goal was to bridge the gap between Zambia and here, but still,
Yes.
let me stop right here.
It's like every week
Okay.
we gain viewership from Zambia. To be honest with you, we get a new viewership from Zambia
Mhm.
than we get from here. It shouldn't be like that. It should. We live here, and our friends are
Mm.
here, our families are here, so we should get more viewership from here. Most of the topics
Mm.
uh, might be to their advantage, people who are here. But the
Yeah.
people in Zambia are always supporting they don't even care if the topic doesn't really match their vibe. They just come in and say, "Hello ladies, you look beautiful." And this,
Okay.
as long as they do it, they feel good.
Yeah, I'll say that I'm like, we are
All
ladies,
right.
like Krista reminded
Okay.
me, we are beautiful ladies. Can I say something, Pastor Nathan? We are beautiful ladies, and we are
Yes,
not gonna
yes, yes,
come
yes.
here on our talk show to twerk. We're still gonna be beautiful ladies. We're gonna come up with a great topic. It's for us people in diaspora and us people in Zambia as well. So we are just here to see what can we do. Other people in Nigeria, they support each other. We can be on our show. Only one person is gonna comment, and then when you see them, Tulamitamba, like Nelly was saying, Tulamitamba, I'm like, where do you watch me? I don't know. So it's just like, for us Zambians, quite Mr. Insaka, even me, I can do it. It's okay, you can do it. And the
Mhm.
world is so big. If you want to open up an Insaka, but don't use our name, you can do whatever you want to do.
There we go. Combative win.
Yep. If you want to use our name, you can use our name, but don't use our name. You can have the apple is so big. We can
No, they can't use our name.
no,
Yeah. No.
no, you can't use our name because we'll come for you. Trust me. I've been tested.
Yeah.
Do not use our name, but you can have even in America, there's so many talk shows. It's okay, but
Ulivalubuli.
support one another. Gabana Kuntanji.
It's all right. Trust me, it's all right. Okay, Patricia says, great show. Okay.
Thank you.
Kasulu, one of your followers, happy 1 year anniversary team in Saka. We are proud of your
Thank
work.
Thank
you.
you,
Uh-huh.
Kasuluba.
Thank
Hey,
you.
And
Cass.
the,
Oh, hey, sis.
the
Sama. Thank
Hey,
honorable
sis.
you, Sama.
Honorable Mayumeda, she says, hi family, congratulations on your milestone.
Thank
Oh,
you.
And
hello.
Debbie,
Thank you.
Thank you
congratulations,
so
Insaka
much.
ladies, for clocking 1 year on the show. This is a monumental achievement. Keep pressing on. And here's
you so
another,
much.
your
Well,
favorite
thank you
brother.
so much, Henry.
Congrats and happy anniversary. That's
Thank you.
Thank
from
you.
Henry.
That's right.
As we conclude here, everybody watch the Insaka Talk Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and it's 20 hours Zambian time. Uh, there's something I want to ask you, but before we do that, let me go to this. I want to show you something. So tomorrow, something is happening on the Insaka Talk Show, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Exciting.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about this. Let's talk about this. How much time do I have? I have time. I have time. Okay, so men don't cry. Oh my goodness. Who got the revelation about this?
All of us. All of us.
Actually, part of the men.
Hmm.
I would say Clement had an influence too.
Yeah,
Yes.
Clement had a very heavy
Okay.
influence on this
Yes.
topic.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Who,
because
Clement?
Yes.
Clement Mutambo.
Yes.
And like most of our topics, right? We hear from people. Somebody would approach us and say, "Why don't we talk about this? This is something that irks me, or this is something that bothers me. Maybe you ladies should talk about it." And we're like, it involves men. Maybe the men themselves should come and talk about it.
Yes.
And so the idea of Insaka Men was born. And so these men that you see on the screen will be part of, the Insaka family. And they'll also be coming on at least once a month and doing a topic that is near and dear to their hearts and near and dear to men, that is men focused. Um, and so even if it's a woman focused topic, but if men feel strongly about it, that they want to express themselves, they're free to do that. So we're excited about this change.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
So now we
excited.
are going to have Insaka Men. Oh, wow. Good stuff. There you go, people. So how is it going to work? When will it air? Same time, or what's going to happen with the programming?
Yes. So go ahead, Priska.
I was going to say it will air the same time. So sometimes it'll just be the Insaka men, sometimes it'll
Okay.
just be the Insaka ladies. And we all realize that we have different talents and different gifts and different things that we can talk about. So at some point, if I want to go on there and just talk about beauty, I can. Nelly can talk about finances. Irene can talk about babies and surviving breast cancer. Winnie can talk about what she does. So are the men. The men all have different talents. Clement is doing political science. Pastor Ennis is a pastor. Dr. Musoma is in education. Henry, and I don't know much about Henry and the other gentleman that Irene brought in. So a lot
Mama
of
is an
changes.
engineer.
Yeah, he's an engineer.
Henry is everything. Henry is everything.
Yes. So a lot of changes is coming to the Insaka
Now,
talk show. Go ahead.
excellent. Excellent. Mm. You see, here's something that you've mentioned, which I also wanted to point out to say, what a lot of people do not realize is these talk shows, even ZBTR, most of the stuff that we have done on the show, it's input from the viewers or listeners or followers or supporters and everything else. And it's not just the brilliance of Nathan and Roger and Kasuluba. It's the viewers or the people, because you have to do or you have to cover things that people really affects their lives. Final question before we go. All right, everybody, don't tune in every Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, 20 hours Zambian time. Okay. Um, how sure about affected, transformed your life?
Sorry, can you repeat that question, Pastor Nathan? You were breaking up a bit for me.
All right, sorry. How has the show affected or transformed your life and your perception about life? I'll start with Irene.
Well, for me, I think it has made me realize that the people that call me friends are not really my friends.
Mm-hmm.
They've been my friends for a very long time. We've gone through thick and thin together. And then comes the time when I'm doing a talk show. This is not a talk show like the normal talk show. This is a talk show of empowerment. You are Zambian, you have kids back home, and you see that the talk show that we do can empower the relatives that you have, not my relatives, your relatives too. How can you not support such a cause? And you've called me a friend. We've broken bread together in my house. We've been on vacations together. And then I'm doing something that is great because you didn't do it.
Okay.
You cannot support me. That I just decided, you know what? And now I have to sift through all my friends and see who I can call a friend and who I can call an acquaintance. My best friend now is Kate. My son.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Drop the mic.
Yeah, I did it.
Let's next person. Next, how has this show affected you and transformed your life? Let's do it in 30 seconds each person time. How has this transformed your life?
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, similar to Irene, you learn, I've learned. As we do the shows and as we dig in and research, I've also learned some things that I didn't know. And it has also exposed what support really looks like,
Mm-hmm.
um, from a practical perspective. A friend in need is a friend
Mm-hmm.
indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So it's exposed a lot about friendships,
That's right.
and what I thought I knew about friendship has been redefined.
Yep.
Mhm. All right, Winnie. Wow, how has this transformed or affected your?
I think for me, it has transformed me, like the both of the ladies have just said. I kind of know who I am now, and I understand what I am to the friend. Because most of the people that I knew, they were not even my friend. They were just like, "Hi, friend." I didn't even know them. So being part of the show and spending time, because now I have time to spend at home, because after the show, then I'm going to deal with my kids. I've come to realize for the last 1 year, I haven't done so much with friends that I used to be like doing things with. I'm just me and my friends, my kids, and my partner. So that has transformed me, and I'm grateful because being with these ladies, it has shown me how to know who your support system is. Yeah.
Mm. Excellent, excellent. And finally, but not the least, the Honorable
Chilwa.
the Honorable Mrs. Priska van der Vestas Chirwa. How has this transformed your life, Priska?
It has, like we talked about earlier on our schedules, like every Sunday, you have to do Insaka. Just to add on what the ladies said, Nelly said a friend indeed is a friend in need. I confuse that sometimes. That one, the friend in need is a friend indeed. Um, Friendships and people that you know and people that support you. But most of all, we get a lot of the reason why we started the Insaka Talk Show was to make a difference in people's lives. We get a lot of inbox and the difference in the lives that we touch and the lives that we change behind the scenes. It's very humbling for us, and that keeps us going. And it puts you in a place where let me appreciate where I am. What I have is enough.
Right.
And I don't need to ask for more as long as I can eat, sleep, and I have family and I have people that love me. But then when you make a difference in somebody's life and they say, thank you, we appreciate you, we are praying for you, and we are blessing you. So for me, that's like how it has transformed my life.
Excellent. Everybody, tomorrow, and we are honored to make this announcement on ZBTR, the Insaka Talk Show show inaugurates Insaka Men. So tune in 1 p.m. Central Time and 20 hours Zambian time. Nelly, Winnie, Irene, Priska, congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
These ladies have become like family to me, and I celebrate them greatly, and I'm so excited about this milestone. This was our show for today, so join me again week for another exciting show. All right, have a great weekend, ladies, and congratulations.
Thank
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 you.
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 All right, coming up is Speak Your Truth with Mwansa Palangwa Go.
Zambia Blog Talk Radio.